Grandma, why do you always smell funny? Those innocent words from 7-year-old Ella devastated her grandmother Margaret. She whispered them to her mother after their visit, not understanding the heartbreak they would cause. Margaret lay in bed that night, tears welling in her eyes, wondering how this could be happening to her. She'd always been meticulous about cleanliness, daily baths, fresh clothes, a spotless home, yet somehow her beloved granddaughter now kept her distance, sat at the far end of the couch, held her breath during kisses, and no longer wanted to sit in her lap. I'm Dr. Henry Thompson, and at 77 years old, I've spent over 5 decades working with seniors across the country. Today, I'm going to address something most doctors won't talk about openly: the distinct scent that comes with aging, one that nearly 99% of seniors cannot detect on themselves, but younger people notice immediately. Your children smell it. Your grandchildren smell it. Even strangers notice it. But out of love or fear of hurting your feelings, they rarely mention it. Instead, you're left wondering why people seem to pull away, why grandchildren stop sitting close, why rooms get aired out after you leave. The truth is, it's not about poor hygiene or neglect. Even the cleanest, most meticulous seniors experience this issue because our bodies naturally change as we age. Our sweat glands slow down, our skin chemistry shifts, and our mouths become drier, all contributing to a scent that's difficult to describe but instantly recognizable. It's commonly called old person smell, and while it can be hurtful to acknowledge, here's the good news: it's completely fixable. With simple steps starting today, you can dramatically reduce or even eliminate this odor within days, without expensive products or treatments. This video will walk you through everything you need to know, gently and respectfully, so you can regain your confidence. Embrace your loved ones without fear, and never again wonder if people are whispering behind your back. Because everyone deserves to age with dignity and without shame. Let's be honest, you've probably wondered once or twice if you really smell different now. You're not imagining things, but you're also not to blame. This isn't about letting yourself go. It's simply biology. As we age, our bodies undergo changes that others can detect through smell. If no one's mentioned this to you, it's not because they don't care, it's because the topic feels uncomfortable, even taboo. Today, we're breaking that silence with clarity, respect, and one goal: restoring your confidence. There are 3 main biological reasons behind this age-related scent. First, you sweat less, which might sound good, but it's actually problematic. When you were younger, you produced about a quart of sweat daily, flushing toxins and waste through your skin. After 60, that output drops drastically, sometimes by half, leaving those toxins nowhere to go except to build up on your skin, feeding bacteria and creating that musty, sour odor others notice but rarely mention. Second, your skin's oil chemistry changes, producing a compound called 2-nonenal that simply doesn't exist in younger people. It builds up in your natural skin oils, especially on your neck, back, and chest, creating a distinct grassy, greasy scent that perfume can't truly mask. In fact, cologne often makes it worse, like spraying air freshener in a musty room. Third, your mouth naturally produces about 50% less saliva after 60. Saliva isn't just for digestion. It cleans your mouth, washes away bacteria, and balances acid levels. Without enough of it, your mouth becomes a breeding ground for odor-causing germs, leading to chronic bad breath even with regular brushing. The silver lining: every single one of these issues has a practical, simple solution that doesn't require doctor visits or expensive products. Just the right information and a few small daily habits. You might be thinking, but I shower every day. I use soap. I wash my hair. After helping thousands of older patients, I've learned it's not about how often you bathe, but where you clean. There are 3 key areas that almost everyone misses, which account for up to 90% of unwanted odors. First are skin folds, those hidden bacteria zones. Our bodies change shape with age. developing more folds and creases, behind the neck, behind the ears, under the arms, beneath the breasts, around the navel and groin, behind the knees, and inside the elbows. These areas trap sweat, oil, dead skin, and bacteria, and because they're harder to reach, they're often barely touched during showers. My patient Susan Brooks, 66, once told me, "Dr. Henry, I've showered daily for decades, but I never thought to really scrub behind my ears or under my chest. The difference now is unbelievable. My grandkid hugs me again." Use a soft washcloth or gentle loofah. Focus on these folds with warm, not hot, water and mild soap. Be thorough but gentle too. Avoid damaging your skin. Second are hairy areas, the oil collectors. Hair doesn't just grow on your head. It collects sweat and sebum everywhere it grows. What surprises many seniors is that even when washing their hair, most don't properly massage the scalp, where much odor originates. Tom Harris, 62, shared, "You told me to massage my scalp when shampooing. I did it for a week, and my wife actually said my head smells fresh now. Even my grandson plays with my hair again." When shampooing, use your fingertips to gently massage the scalp for at least 30 seconds. For chest or underarm hair, lather fully, rinse thoroughly, and dry completely afterward. Third are sweaty zones, the feet, toes, and palms. These areas contain numerous sweat glands and, when not cleaned properly, become bacterial playgrounds. Feet especially suffer when trapped in socks and shoes all day, creating warm, moist spaces where odor thrives. John Miller, 68, once shared, "My feet smelled so bad my daughter-in-law kept the window open all the time. Now I wash between my toes, dry carefully, and change socks daily, problem gone." Scrub your feet, between toes, and palms thoroughly, then dry them completely before putting on socks. Rotate shoes to let them air out and choose breathable cotton socks. Adding this focused cleansing routine to your daily habits will produce noticeable improvements quickly. Beyond these specific washing techniques, 3 simple daily habits can transform how you smell and feel from the inside out, without expensive products or intensive regimens. These habits take less than 30 minutes daily but can change how you smell, how your skin feels, and how people respond to you. First, drink warm water, especially first thing in the morning. You've heard, drink more water your whole life. But warm water makes a special difference for older adults. Consumed on an empty stomach, it gently flushes toxins through your kidneys and bladder before they can build up on your skin or feed bacteria. Margaret Adams, 72, told me, "I used to start my day with coffee. Now I drink 1 warm glass of water first. Within 2 weeks, my skin felt better, and my granddaughter said I smell fresh." Aim for 6 8-ounce glasses of warm water daily. 1 when you wake up, 1 before lunch, 1 mid-afternoon, 1 before dinner, 1 after dinner, and 1 before bed. Remember, coffee and tea don't count. Caffeine actually dehydrates you, so for every cup of coffee, drink an extra glass of water. Second, take a light walk in gentle sunlight. Many patients tell me, "I'm too old to exercise," until I show them a better approach. You don't need gym sessions or long jogs. Just a slow 20-minute walk once or twice daily in mild sunlight works wonders. It helps you sweat lightly to clear out toxins. Sunlight kills surface bacteria and boosts mood, and gentle movement improves circulation to support skin health. Fred Taylor, 75, shared, "My knees hurt, so I started with 10 minutes around the block early in the morning. After a week, I was walking 20. The smell faded, and honestly, I feel younger." The best times are before 10 a.m. or after 4 p.m. when the sun is gentle. Third, bathe daily but skip scalding water. While a warm shower feels luxurious, hot water damages your skin barrier, dries the surface, and actually traps odor-causing oils and bacteria. Keep shower water between 100 to 104 degrees Fahrenheit, comfortably warm, not steaming. Once weekly. Soak in a 100 degrees Fahrenheit bath for 15 to 20 minutes to open pores and release deep-seated impurities. Always dry your body thoroughly, especially in creases, as damp skin grows bacteria rapidly. Follow these 3 daily habits for just 1 week, and you'll likely notice a significant difference not only in how you smell but in how people treat you. You'll feel fresher, cleaner, and more confident with less effort than you ever imagined possible. You've heard, you are what you eat. But here's the real secret. You also smell like what you eat. And no, that's not just about garlic. As we age, our diet plays a crucial role in how our bodies process waste, balance bacteria, and release odors through skin and breath. I've watched countless patients transform years of lingering body odor with just a few small dietary changes, reclaiming that fresh feeling so many seniors miss. Load up on antioxidant-rich foods. As we age, our bodies experience natural oxidation, the process that breaks down cells and contributes to that musty old age smell. Antioxidants fight this internal rust and neutralize odor-causing toxins from within. Common, delicious options include apples, tomatoes, strawberries, blueberries, brown rice, buckwheat, and whole grains. Paul King, 79, told me, "You said 1 apple and 1 tomato a day." So I did it. 2 months later, my granddaughter said, "Grandpa, you smell like sunshine." I'll never forget that. Surprisingly, garlic helps too. While raw garlic temporarily creates strong breath odor, once digested, it fights bacteria and toxins, contributing to long-term body odor. It's nature's antibiotic. Just 1 or 2 cloves daily, chopped and added to meals, makes a significant difference. Try roasting it, mixing it into soups, or adding it to sautéed vegetables. Hydrating fruits and vegetables flush out toxins. Water-rich produce helps your kidneys remove wastes through urine instead of through your skin. The best choices include watermelon, pears, cucumbers, and tomatoes. Nancy Miller, 68, shared, "I started eating half a cucumber and 1 tomato daily just to help digestion. 3 months in, my daughter said, 'Mom, I don't notice that old smell anymore.' That's all I needed to hear." If eating fruit is challenging, blend them into smoothies. They're easy to drink and equally effective. Cut back on coffee, alcohol, and greasy foods. Coffee and alcohol dehydrate your body, intensifying odors, while greasy, fried, or low-fiber foods slow digestion, causing waste to accumulate and release through skin. Limit coffee to 1 or 2 cups daily and drink extra water to compensate. Switch from alcohol to barley or herbal teas when possible, and increase fiber intake with oats, brown rice, beans, and vegetables. Margaret Evans, 77, told me, "I used to skip breakfast. Now I start with oatmeal and fruit. Not only do I feel lighter, my grandkids don't avoid me anymore." What you eat matters not just for health but for how the world experiences you. Food is fuel, but it's also fragrance. Even with proper bathing, clean clothes, and a healthy diet, your mouth could still betray you. Bad breath is among the most common reasons people avoid close contact with seniors. And sadly, most older adults can't detect it themselves. Linda Parker, 73, once confided, "Dr. Henry, I always thought my breath was fine, but then my grandson started backing away when I talked. I never realized how dry my mouth had become." Dry mouth happens naturally after 60, as our bodies produce up to 50% less saliva. Saliva isn't just for swallowing. It flushes away food particles, neutralizes harmful bacteria, and keeps breath fresh. When your mouth dries out, bacteria multiply, creating foul-smelling gases that others smell when you speak. The solution is a simple 3-step daily routine. First, brush 3 times daily, morning, after lunch, and before bed, using a soft bristled toothbrush and fluoride toothpaste, focusing on the gum line and back of your mouth where odor-causing bacteria congregate. Second, scrape your tongue every morning. This is game-changing, as your tongue harbors up to 90% of mouth bacteria, and brushing alone won't remove it. Use a proper tongue scraper, available at any pharmacy for a few dollars. Linda Parker recalled, "It made me gag at first, but after a week, I felt so fresh. My breath doesn't scare my grandkids anymore. Now I can whisper in their ears again." Third, chew sugar-free gum to boost saliva production. While your body might not produce saliva as it once did, you can stimulate it naturally with xylitol-based gum that also fights cavities. Just 10 minutes of chewing after meals increases mouth moisture, reduces odor, and prevents dry mouth discomfort. Keep a small pack handy in your purse or pocket. It's a small step with significant impact. Additional tips: sip warm water throughout the day to hydrate from within. Avoid alcohol-based mouthwashes that further dry your mouth. Use mild, alcohol-free alternatives instead. And rinse after every meal when brushing isn't possible. With these simple adjustments to your oral care routine, you can regain the confidence to speak closely, smile freely, and enjoy those precious intimate moments with loved ones. You've cleaned your body, cared for your mouth, and improved your diet, but what if an odor persists? Consider when you last changed your pillowcase or aired out your shoes. The truth is, you can be impeccably clean, but if your surroundings harbor odors, they'll transfer back to you, like serving food on a clean plate but using a dirty tablecloth. Let's address 4 major smell traps many people unknowingly live with. First, change underwear and socks daily, without exception. This seems obvious, but some patients admit stretching wear for multiple days, especially in winter. Underwear and socks absorb sweat, sebum, and bacteria, particularly in warmer body areas. Even without feeling dirty, bacteria work overtime creating odors. Stick with cotton underwear and socks that allow skin to breathe, and change them daily. Yes, even on days you barely leave home. Second, wash bedding weekly, especially pillowcases. You spend a third of your life in bed, 7 hours nightly, and while sleeping, your skin sheds cells, your scalp releases oil, and your body sweats, whether perceptible or not. Over time, pillows and sheets absorb odors, bacteria, and moisture that transfer back to your body the next day. Linda Parker, 75, shared, "I used to wash sheets monthly, then switched to weekly. I not only slept better, but my daughter stopped complaining about my room's smell." Wash sheets and pillowcases weekly and, when possible, sundry them outdoors. UV rays naturally kill bacteria and infuse fabrics with freshness. Third, don't overlook shoes. Rotate them regularly. Your feet perspire even in winter, and that moisture seeps into footwear, creating perfect bacterial breeding grounds. Wearing the same pair daily prevents them from drying completely. Alternate between 2 or 3 pairs so they can properly air out. Sprinkle baking soda inside to absorb moisture and odor, and set them in sunlight weekly for 15 minutes. Paul King, 69, noted, "I wore the same sneakers constantly. Now I rotate pairs and use baking soda. My granddaughter actually sits near my feet again." Fourth, air out your room twice daily. Enclosed spaces trap body odors, stale air, kitchen aromas, and bathroom moisture. Without circulation, these scents cling to clothes, hair, and skin regardless of personal cleanliness. Open windows for 10 minutes morning and evening. Even during colder seasons, fresh air works wonders. Fred Taylor, 71, admitted, "I used to hate the cold, but now I crack the windows twice daily. It's made a huge difference. My daughter-in-law doesn't rush to open them anymore when she visits." Remember, a clean body in a stale environment still carries that staleness. But combining good personal habits with fresh surroundings creates noticeable improvement inside and out. Let's get one thing clear. Having a distinctive scent as you age doesn't mean you're unclean. It means your body is changing naturally. What's not acceptable is allowing that change to rob you of warmth, closeness, and connection in your later years. We've discussed how aging affects sweat production, how sebum composition changes, how saliva decreases, and how these factors combine to create a scent you might not notice but others do. The wonderful news is that addressing this doesn't require expensive products, hundreds of dollars, or doctor visits, just gentle adjustments to daily habits. Drinking warm water each morning, walking outdoors for 20 minutes, focusing on those 3 key body zones during bathing, consuming antioxidant-rich foods, properly caring for your mouth and tongue, regularly washing clothes and bedding, and welcoming fresh air. These simple self-care practices benefit not just others but yourself. You deserve to enter rooms confidently, to be embraced without hesitation, to feel clean and vibrant regardless of age. Margaret, Paul, Linda, Fred, they all implemented small changes and reclaimed their closeness. Their grandchildren cuddle with them again. Their children linger during visits. And most importantly, they feel more like themselves. So carry not shame but knowledge, not embarrassment but action, not isolation but pride in your efforts to not merely smell better but live better. Aging doesn't end freshness, it begins a new chapter of wisdom, gentle strength, and unshakable dignity. If this video helped you feel seen, understood, or hopeful, please like, share with someone who might benefit, and subscribe to our Senior Wisdom channel. We create practical, life-changing content specifically for you because you deserve to age with grace, clarity, and confidence. Enable notifications so you never miss insights that could brighten your day or help someone you care about. If you've already adopted one of these small changes, drinking warm water, morning walks, or simply being more thorough behind your ears, share your experience in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else's first step toward renewed confidence. Thank you for joining us. We're honored to grow older alongside you.